I'm a real guy you need. From the time when I step on the scene to the moment me leave. I'm a real guy you need. From the red to the black to the gold to the white to the green. I'm a real guy you need. And nothing can change me. So nothing can change me. I'm a real guy you need. I live in a foreign country. So nothing can change me. 6 races, beautiful faces. Put your hand them in the air if you're not racist. I pledge myself to honor always. I will never disgrace this. Them want peace how we mop. Wait your mothers, we not give you that. No, not one caress. Not a blade of grass. Listen up, 83,000 square miles. Oh my God, we find aisle. Me not tell you no lie. Guyana nice, but me swear for my life. Land of many waters, bring out all the leaders in the son them and the daughters. If you want to be far, no, not at all. I'm a real guy you need. From the time when I step on the scene to the moment me leave. I'm a real guy you need. From the red to the black to the gold to the white to the green. I'm a real guy you need. And nothing can change me. So nothing can change me. I'm a real guy you need. I live in a foreign country. So nothing can change me. Big up stop broke. Allow it half crook. It now is pretty so nobody try act shook. Got a big up GRM, me know I'm a tax look. And when me have the money, me can go for my bank book. Beautiful Guyana, we there in South America. Land of kite, the flora and the fauna. Independent people, so we doing what we wanna. Never violate because you could become a Ghana. Them love we country, all the foreigners, them children salute you. In the Indian temple, love we border, we no want no problem. Never fall, we forever standing. Me love how God make ya, would never forsake ya. Unique in every way, could I never mistake ya. If Guyana was a girl, we surely would date ya. That's why them want take ya. I'm a real guy you need. From the time when I step on the scene to the moment me leave. I'm a real guy you need. From the red to the black to the gold to the white to the green. I'm a real guy you need. And nothing can change me. So nothing can change me. I'm a real guy you need. I live in a foreign country. So nothing can change me. I'm a real guy you need. From the time when I step on the scene to the moment me leave. I'm a real guy you need. From the red to the black to the gold to the white to the green. I'm a real guy you need. And nothing can change me. So nothing can change me. I'm a real guy you need. I live in a foreign country. So nothing can change me.
Bire mazak wuro nogong moro wia kok manoro tiji ningai.
We are one Guyana, a place of peace, a place of love. We are one Guyana, it's paradise, it's our world. A place of love. We are one Guyana. It's paradise, it's our world.
Yeah, summer we born on the hill.
nice. Some on the low coastal plains, plenty rice and sugar cane. Same Guyanese blood in our vein. So make we burn out the hatred, time for erase it. Can't make that destroy. 6 race I share the same space in this 83,000 square miles. We are one Guyana, a place of peace, a place of love. We are one Guyana, it's paradise, it's our world.
Brother is a brother, no matter which religion is you. Could a Buddhist, Christian, Muslim, Hindu. Sister is a sister, real and true. One big part of culture brew.
And all of we together could really make this dream come true. Of a brighter Guyana for me and you. Ocean to mountains, hear this tune. Take it cool.
We are one Guyana, a place of peace, a place of love. We are one Guyana, it's paradise, it's our world. My love runs deep like a beautiful rivers for Guyana. Oh, and when we stand as one, mighty like Mount Roraima, for Guyana, for Guyana.
Our life would be beautiful, just like Guyana.
She's blessed us with her own, just that to embrace her. Say, one and alone can't have lots of lots. Put her hands together, give her a standing ovation. This great nation, a little gem of this world, yeah. A place of peace, a place of love. We are one Guyana, it's paradise, it's our world. We are one Guyana, a place of peace, a place of love. We are one Guyana, it's paradise, it's our
Hey, good afternoon, viewers. Good afternoon. Welcome to a Sunday edition of the Reality Check with yours truly, Quincy Anderson. Before we go into the program, I would encourage you guys to press that like button, smash that share button, share the live. Share the live, people. I hope everyone is having a wonderful Sunday thus far, and you had a very productive week last week and the upcoming week, this week. Again, people, I'm encouraging you to press the like emoji and smash that share button, because today we're going to discuss. We have a lot of things that has been happening throughout the week, and I'm going to share it with you guys. So again, smash that like button and smash that share button. All right, we're going to go into the show today by giving you the schedule retraction for both bridges, namely Demerara. We're going to start with the Demerara Harbor Bridge schedule. And that is going to be for the week, the upcoming week. So Sunday, which is today, the bridge schedule will be 3 a.m. to 4:30 a.m. That's Sunday, the 13th. The Monday, the 14th, the bridge schedule, retraction schedule, that is, for the Demerara Harbor Bridge will be 3:30 a.m. to 4:30 a.m. Tuesday, the 15th, the retraction schedule for the Demerara Harbor Bridge will be 3:30 a.m. to 5 a.m. The 16th, which is Wednesday, the schedule is 4 a.m. to 5:30 a.m. Thursday, the Demerara retraction bridge schedule will be 4:15 a.m. to 5:45 a.m. Friday, the 17th, 4:15 a.m. to 4:45 a.m. And Saturday, the 18th, the Demerara retraction bridge schedule will be 5 a.m. to 6:30 a.m. So for persons living on the west side, and also persons traversing from Georgetown, probably catching want to go to Perica, Essequibo, Wakenham, etc. Those are the bridge schedule from Sunday, the 13th, to Saturday, the 18th. I hope that was useful for persons that are using that route. Yeah, and so we're going to go on to the Berbice Bridge schedule for the week. So persons traversing to the quarantine region 6, that is, this is the bridge schedule for the upcoming week. Sunday, which is today the 13th, the bridge will be closed at 15:10 hours, and it will open back at 16:40 hours. So persons that are traversing the roadway now, in the next hour or so on, the bridge will be closed for traffic going over that side. So I hope that was helpful for persons that are traveling, traversing, going to Region 6. So Monday, the retraction schedule for the Berbice Bridge is 15:45 hours to 17:15 hours. Tuesday, 16:20 hours to 17:50 hours. Wednesday, 16:50 hours to 18:20 hours. Thursday, 17:10 hours to 18:40 hours. Friday, we have 5:05 a.m. to 6:35 a.m. And Saturday the 18th, this is for the Berbice bridge schedule for the week. We have 05:40 a.m. to 7:10 a.m. So persons that are living in the quarantine area, I hope that information will assist you in knowing the timings of the bridge, when and what time to travel, that you will get to and fro freely. And yes, again, I'm going to reiterate the fact, please smash the like button, smash the share button, so that message could be disseminated to persons that are using the Berbice and Demerara bridge probably on a daily basis, and they don't have time to go on the internet to check the schedule, or they don't know when is the schedule. I just filtered that weekly schedule from the 13th, August the 13th, 2023 to Saturday the 18th, 2023. So today we're gonna go into the show and spice up the show a bit. I want you guys to know that the recently concluded Commonwealth Games that Guyana participated in Trinidad, the winning team arrived yesterday, and on the screen there you will see the persons. We got gold, bronze, and silver medal. Congratulations to the Guyana team. You've made us all proud. And the delegation for the homecoming for the team was led by the Minister of Culture, Youth and Sport, the Honorable Mr. Charles Ramson, and his team. They had a big welcoming back from the recently concluded Commonwealth Games. And again, as Guyanese, we should be proud of all the participants. They have made us well. They have made us feel proud. They have given us a sense of pride. And also, look at it. In regard to, once you have a good leadership in your country, a lot of things will automatically fall into place and things will happen for your country. Because what I'm seeing for the 3 years that the PPPC government has been in office, blind eyes could look at it and see the truth. We have been witnessing tremendous transformational progress within the country, infrastructure-wise, sports. In every field possible, we have been seeing tremendous transformation. And that the transformation happen once you have good governance. Transformation occur when you have good leadership. And once again, we have been seeing that since the People's Progressive Party is in office. Let me go back to the team. The recently concluded Commonwealth Games. The team that Guyana sent has made us proud. We got gold, bronze, and silver. Again, kudos to you. I'm extremely happy in regard to the progress that our sports industry is making worldwide. Guyana is currently dominating in the sports arena worldwide. Again, yesterday also, the president hosted a charity T10 table match, and whereby you saw the victors, Eccles All-Star, winning that particular match. So the charity game that was hosted by the president rocked in $17.5 million. And this money will be donated to several orphanages across the country. So again, you're witnessing our president is always active. Our president is always in the field. And our president is always coming up with initiative to better the life of all Guyanese. And again, that is the only thing you can witness from good leadership. And thus far, I think that, and every right-thinking Guyanese should share the same sentiments with me, that rapid development and transformational progress is occurring in Guyana. Right now, Guyana is at a stage front whereby we are recognized globally, and we should start uniting among ourselves. We should start being proud to be Guyanese. We should represent Guyana anywhere we go. I recently traveled to Barbados for the recent concluded crop over. And anywhere I go, I always rap in Guyanese. I always, I decked out on crop over day with the band and so on, decked out with my Guyana shirt, my Guyana hat, and I get a big Guyana flag. And whilst me going through the crowd, because I was with this band in Barbados, they call it, when you're with a band or wherever, they call it, you're jumping. Yeah. So I was jumping with a band called Zulu. It's a company in Barbados, and they brought second place with the float parades. They brought second place for the best. They got best band on one of the largest floats that were out there. So whilst I was going through, with my Guyana t-shirt, my Guyana cap and my flag, I was thrilled to the fact that, several persons, because remember Crop Over is a big event, and persons worldwide would go to that event. So you get persons from England, you get persons from America, you get persons across the region, the Caribbean region. You have persons from literally all over the place. So whilst I was going through the crowd, rapping me Guyana stuff, as several persons were Guyana, white girls and so on. Everybody, everyone was elated to see, Guyanese out there rapping the country, So a girl, I was going through the crowd too, and a girl stopped me, with my hat, my jersey, and my flag in my hands, and she was like, "Oh, you from Guyana?" I born in Guyana as well, but I left Guyana since I was 1 year old, and I never went back to Guyana. And I was like, you need to come back. You need to come back to Guyana. You need to come and see. I said, I think, Crop Over is nice, but I think our Mashomani, would surpass this Crop Over event, because our Mashomani, just like this, is filled with, fun, and it's an activity whereby anyone could go to. So, she was like, she asked me when is Mashomani and so on. And I told her, Mashomani is the 23rd of February. So she said, she's going to go home and see if she can acquire leave for that time. So again, that is one tourist will be coming to Guyana. Hence, when tourists come to Guyana, our country would collect revenues from that. So, persons need to be more patriotic, because I also spoke with some other overseas Guyanese that were at the Crop Over, and more so, me traversing Barbados and so on. You meet up to people. I met with another young fellow. He is in the Marine section in Barbados. He related to me that he left Guyana since he was 14 years old, and he's almost in his 40s now. And he said since he left, he went back to Guyana like once, but he said his mind was detoured from coming Guyana because of all of the ill things he might hear from. Some Guyanese people were saying that crime and all these things in Guyana. Mind you, all over the world have crime. I personally, I was looking at the crime statistic recently, and crime has decreased tremendously in Guyana. The US that always issuing some crime alert or something for every other country in the world, why they don't issue a crime alert for their country? Because the US country, they crime hectic, nothing like Guyana. And I think the Guyana police force is doing a tremendous job right now in regard to crime in the country. And we don't see that much horrific crime going on right now. And Guyanese need to stop, going out there and attacking a country and all these things. Crime is a worldwide something. It don't only happen in Guyana. It happens all over the world. And again, I'm going to reiterate the fact that I mentioned earlier. As long as you have good leadership, these issues will be tackled. And we're seeing these issues being tackled. These issues being tackled by the current administration. And it's great. So we need to go out there, people. We need to, encourage your family and so on to come back, because tourism is something that would definitely give our economy and our country a different boost. Because, for example, Barbados have nothing. The only thing nice there to me, the beach. They get 1 and 2 clubs. Guyana have plenty clubs. But otherwise to that, they don't have no natural resources. They don't have any natural resources. They don't even have sand. I would have also, whilst I'm there, organized with some business persons over there. I met some business people, and they're currently coming to Guyana to purchase sand because they don't have sand over there. And I'm going to try to get an interview with the same person from Guyana. He is a permanent businessman in Barbados. He do heavy duty machines, etc., and all these things. And he's currently coming to Guyana to purchase sand, and he purchases it here and he sells it back over there. So you see, apart from me going there, I went there and I was bigging up my country. I was trying to see how we could get investors and persons to come and purchase our products and so on. And anywhere I go, I do the same thing. I love my country bad. And I think there's no place on earth better than Guyana. And Guyanese need to start developing that same mindset, and let us be patriotic in our doings. So soon I will get some business persons to come on the program, and give us a little rundown on how the business sector is doing, not only in Guyana, but worldwide. Also, a lot of persons we see complaining about cost of living. Mind you, cost of living is affecting the entire world. The entire world, cost of living is affected, not only in Guyana. The entire world cost of living is affected. And it grieved my heart sometime when I would be engaged in conversations with some people, and they try to bash the government in regard to cost, inflation of price, like price inflation. The government have no control over price inflation. Once you're in business, or once you have basic common sense, you would understand how this thing works. Now, if I have $5 and I purchase this item for $5, I mean, every business entity would put on a different amount of percentage of profit that they're looking for. Let's say you purchase it for $5 and you put on a $2 more on it, so you're making $2 in profit, right? So if you purchasing this thing for $5 all the time, pop. Some prices reach for let me use COVID. COVID happened, and that is what basically sent inflation to the roof worldwide. No government had no part to play in that. Good. All the time before this, you're purchasing this item for $5, then the inflation come, and you go to your supplier now selling it for $10. Now remember, you're looking at a $2 profit. So if the supplier is selling it for $10, you will have to sell it for $12 to make your $2 profit, right? So now when you gonna put that $2, that $12 now that you used to sell for $5, oh, why it's so high, and all these things, right? Government have no control of that. Government have no control. I would have interacted as well with several business people in Guyana, and a container, to bring in a container, it used to be like 5,000 US and so on. Now it's like 15,000, 20,000 US to bring in a container. So you see, all these are things that are causing inflation. However, we must say kudos to the government. The government has been implementing serious measures to help cushion inflation in Guyana, because we have seen several tax cuts and tax reduction in regard to services and goods. So, these government taxes that you had to pay, it cut tremendously. For example, Guyana did extremely well in regard to fuel prices, because fuel worldwide, the prices has hit the roof, and we are still in Guyana, we're still paying cheap for fuel. In America, some places is $8 and so on per liter. You understand? And the government remove all excise taxes from fuel, and that helped tremendously to cushion the cost. So we are not paying that much on fuel, and we must give credit when it's due. You understand? We must give credit when it's due. So again, let us go out there. Let us try to share the right information, the right message to persons living overseas, and let's not give foreigners an impression that Guyana is a bad place or Guyana got crime and all these things. Worldwide, they have crime. Worldwide, they have crime. Worldwide, they have crime. So let's not give that impression to foreigners. In other news, yes, Mr. Jackman. In other news, the government again is doing tremendous work in keeping the population up to date in regard to modern technology, several training. The government had promised to deliver within 5 years 20,000 scholarships, and to date, 3 years in government, and the government has surpassed that target. The government has surpassed that target in regard to scholarship. So 21,000 and something scholarship has already been given out to Guyanese by the government. Recently, a batch of 38 persons were trained in community health worker in Region 10. Now, we all know once you're in government, you're supposed to look after all Guyanese, despite of their race, their sexual preferences, their political affiliation. You're supposed to take care of everyone. And that too shows good leadership in any government that has been elected by the people. I mean, Region 10, right? Region 10, it's an opposition stronghold. The opposition was in power for 5 years and they do nothing significant to benefit the life of the persons in Region 10 that go out there wholly and solely every election and vote them in tremendously. Majority of the region support them, and within the 5 years they've done nothing. Now the People's Progressive Party, Civic, 3 years, they have a stadium will be built in Region 10. As of yesterday, the Ministry of Health announced that 38 community health workers were trained in that community. So, there's opportunity. That is another job opportunity going out there for them. The stadium, the synthetic track is being built. Look at the amount of work the government is doing in all regions and for every Guyanese. So whether you're Black, Indian, Amerindian, mixed race, Chinese, Portuguese, the government is out there doing work, coming up with strategies to help better the lives of all Guyanese. There was a recent public awareness session on retroactive justice aimed to empower residents. We had the Minister of Legal Affairs, the Honorable Anil Nandalal, went to Borbies. Persons living along the West Coast Borbies yesterday benefited from public awareness engagement on retroactive justice hosted by the Honorable Attorney General, Mr. Anil Nandalal. The engagement was held at Lachman Singh Primary School in Bushlat, Borbies. So you see, the government is equipping the citizens with various awareness with different things. There are several, the Ministry of Labor, several workshops are being done whereby it's benefiting persons, because you will go there, you will learn a trade, and these things are easy. These things are easy and easily accessible by any Guyanese. Again, no matter your sexual preferences, your race, your political affiliation. They don't ask you that. You simply go there, you sign up, and you get anything that you ask for. Some persons also are out there saying, a lot of persons just meet me on a daily basis. The guys be on the streets and so on. A lot of persons just meet me, we would chat about different things. Persons might come out there, they're gonna ask me, hey, Quincy, or just call me Andar. I see, I look in the papers and I see, these government contracts and so on, but you know how to do it and so on. I once I have the time and so on, I would show, person, I would tell them, here, what, you have your business, you have your compliance and everything, come to me, I would help you, do up the procurement document, for free. I would help them, guide them, show them what to do, and so on. Because people need to understand too that the procurement system in Guyana is there for all Guyanese. Anyone could go out and bid. Anybody can go and bid. There's a procurement system there. There's a criteria. And as long as you meet the criteria and your prices are right and you have the experience, you will be awarded. So, some of the information that is going around that only wants that people get to this blue, rah, rah. Nope. Anybody. I've talked to several persons, several small-scale contractors, several black people, and black people are receiving more contracts now than ever before. And under PNC, you remember when PNC promised the good life for all, and only them benefited from the good life in office. Only them benefited. People didn't get in, nobody didn't get in work, only their friends and their family get in work. People didn't get in grants to start up the business. Now, you look how much person benefited from cash grant that have small businesses to help expand their businesses. And grant, let me relate to you. Grant is something that is given to you. You don't have to pay that back. You don't have to pay that back. A grant is given to you. Several persons throughout the length and breadth of Guyana have benefited, from the cash grant. I understand the government strategy in regard to the cash grant. Probably everybody mightn't get now. However, remember, persons that benefited prior would not get. Someone else knew, and I'm sure is mostly vulnerable person with a small business is receiving these grants. You understand? So the government agendas is to better the life of all Guyanese, and the government ain't watching face, and we could see that the government ain't watching face, the government ain't watching political affiliation. Because I've personally seen several PNC, AFC, or whatever they call themselves, persons benefited from it. I recently saw a video with the lawyer Darren Wayne, and he got a gold scholarship from the government. I saw the video suffice with him showing himself on the ground. I don't know if it was the sun was too hot, or I don't know what kind of tantrum he was catching there. So those I don't know. But he also benefit, and these are the same persons that just be on various social media platforms and television shows discrediting this scholarship, and they are going and get it. They're telling Guyanese people, oh, the government giving the y'all don't go and take, or if the government give you, y'all don't go and take the grant, and they are coming up with ways and means to go and benefit from them. So when these people talk to you guys, use your common sense, use your brain. Don't listen to them. Don't listen to them, because they themselves are going and benefit from these same things that they are telling you. Don't go and collect, don't go and benefit. Yeah. Again, every day the government is coming up with innovative ways to help better services, help better lives of each and every single Guyanese. And recently I saw the Central Quarantine Chamber of Commerce, in collaboration with the Ministry of Tourism, Industry and Commerce, on Friday launched its 17th Borby, its 17th Borby's Expo and Trade Fair. So persons in Borby's, you know, they have a food, it's a food and security agenda that the government is pushing there. We in Guyana would definitely become the leading food, the leading food hub for the Caribbean. Again, I'm going to go to my trip recently in Barbados. Barbados, the people there, they do planting and they do agriculture and so on, but not that much. Most things there are imported. Most things there are imported. You understand? So you see the government is pushing the agenda of food security in the region. And once that agenda is met, again, endless revenues will be coming in to Guyana from that. We could become the food basket hub for the Caribbean, the entire Caribbean. You understand? Because we in Borby's, in Essequibo, in all these hinterland areas, even persons in Georgetown and other parts of Guyana would plant crops. Guyanese love to plant. Guyanese love to rear cattle and these things. I know in those areas you would see those things dominant. And as long as we continue to go in that same direction, we would definitely become the food hub for the Caribbean. And there you see the government again is pushing that agenda. You understand? And going back to leadership, that is what leadership is about. As long as you have good leadership in place, these things would definitely become a reality. Persons, all right, let me go into the construction is a thing that is becoming big in Guyana, and likewise across the world realize that Guyana is developing and growing rapidly. Because I spoke to, I had engagement with several business persons from several other countries, and they would express an interest basically in business and so on in Guyana, right? And a thing that I've realized, the government is implementing system to help better the services that we offer here. And the GNBS is actively performing right now, because I see them. I saw a recent article with them that they're starting to test concrete blocks. Yes, as the construction sector expand, the GMBS is testing. You can go there before you purchase your concrete blocks and so on from persons. I mean, there are several persons that make concrete blocks. However, there are several persons out there that also make faulty blocks. Because I saw a video recently surface on Facebook whereby a customer of some blocks were complaining about the quality of the blocks, because the customers who they touch, but the person, whoever they purchased the blocks from, would have delivered the blocks and everything to them. So I guess when the blocks were delivered to the customer, they didn't have a chance to test the blocks and all these things. So upon when they're ready to use the blocks, the person I saw in the video pick up one of the blocks. So as they touch the blocks like this, the blocks start to loose up. They touch another one, loose up. They go to one of the blocks and the video in it, and just barely pinch on the blocks and start to loose up. So all these things the government are aware what are happening, and the GNBS, the Guyana National Bureau of Standards, that is, has implemented a system, and they have the technology and equipments to now test blocks. And I'm hoping that this system, they would have inspectors going to persons that would make blocks, and it have to be GNBS certified. I don't know if that would be implemented. However, I would love to see that being implemented, because we should, our main pillar going into this development within our country, we should start having, doing quality service and these things. Health and safety should be our first priority. And it makes sense that, you spend your hard-earned money to buy these blocks, and by the time you build your house, boop, you touch your house and it start falling down. So kudos to GNBS on with this technology to test the sturdiness and the quality, the durability of and the integrity of the blocks. So I guess they have the technology and the equipments there to test those blocks and ensure that the integrity is there for those blocks. So again, persons, I'm going to encourage you to smash that like button. Tell a friend to bring a friend to come in. The reality check program will be aired every Sunday, commencing from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. Now, this platform, we will utilize this platform to deal with current affairs, to deal with social issues. Then we're going to also tap into politics, and we're going to also use the platform to highlight various small businesses so that persons could go out there, support small businesses, and help to boost their business. So we are also going to deal with interviews. We will have several persons coming on the program, business persons. We're going to see if we get some ministers, persons in high offices to come on the program and relate to the Guyanese, share with the Guyanese public on certain development, what strategies they have in place to help better the services that they're offering to Guyanese, the Guyanese out there. So this is what the program is basically about. And persons could come forward, look forward, for it every Sundays. Next week, Sunday, we're going to have the fire chief on the program. He's going to come on the program next week, Sunday. So tune in. He's going to be on the program from 3 p.m. And he's going to share the statistics in regard to fire that occur in Guyana. He's going to share with you on some preventative measures that you should implement in your house in case a fire do occur in your house. And he's gonna share a lot of stuff with you guys this Sunday. So this Sunday, ensure that you tune in 3 p.m. sharp, and you will hear from him personally on how he's going about in shaping the Guyana Fire Service to better serve us. Yes. So today, I'm going to implore on you to smash the like button, share the live. Good afternoon to Mr. Cordell Jones. I know he's on the live watching. I would like to say good afternoon to all the viewers who tune in today. And I would like to plead with you to, advertise the program. Tell a friend. Tell a friend. Let a friend bring another friend. Because definitely we'll be having some interesting stories for you every Sunday. We're going to also do a recap of certain news that occurred during the week that persons might have missed. So you could tune in and we will keep you abreast with what is going on. And you could also, there's a number scrolling across the screen there. If you have any issues that you would like to address, you can call. You can call and you can relate to me. Relate to me. What's it? Get your concern out there. If you have a street within your community that needs fixing, you could call, relay that issue, and I know that it will definitely be looked into. Because again, I'm going to reiterate the fact that we have a government in office that is working for the people. The government is working for the people, for all Guyanese. And let's all get on board. Let's all embrace the development. And the only way it could happen is if we work together. I recently was in a conversation with some people in regard to garbage collection and disposal. Well, sometimes we must blame ourselves for things that are happening. No, in this particular area that I'm speaking about, there is the people in the community is using a parapet as a dumping site. As a dumping site, the parapet, they go in and take the garbage there and dump it on the parapet and leave it there. Now, people, when the garbage truck come to the community, I am sure that the garbage people are being paid to pick up bins, right? They're being paid to pick up bins. Your garbage is supposed to be within your bin so that it could be uplifted by the garbage truck to be taken to the dump site. Now, if you throw in the garbage, now you're going in your communities and throwing garbage on your parapet. Now, come on, man. What you can do, get some garbage bag. They're durable garbage bags. If your bin is full, because we know with the city council, which is operated and controlled by PNC, we know with city council, we know that you'll have delay in garbage pickups. We know that you will not be tend to how you're supposed to be tend to within your community due to the lack of leadership, the visionless people that some persons would have voted and put back in there. So we know these delays and so on will occur. So, anticipating these delays, you have measures that you could put in place. Get some garbage bag, as I was explaining. Put your garbage in the bag and rest it next to your bin. Don't go about. Let's work together in keeping Guyana clean. And the only way we could do that is if we change our mindsets. Change your mindset. Don't go about dumping garbage on the parapets and leaving it there and so on. It doesn't look good, as a people, especially if we want to promote. Guyana right now is pushing tremendously on tourism. And, as I mentioned earlier, tourism could bring in a lot of revenue for the Guyanese people. So we don't want foreigners and so on coming to Guyana and saying, oh, they see garbage on the parapet, saying this is a dirty place. No, we don't want that. People must come and they must want to come. They must go back to wherever they're living and said, I had a wonderful experience in Guyana. The city is clean. The people are amazing. The people are friendly. And, I would encourage anyone to come here. You understand? So, people, let's work together. Let's keep our community clean. Let's do the right thing. These garbage bags are selling very cheap. Very cheap. So, don't throw your garbage and so on in the parapet. The garbage needs to be placed in a bin or a garbage bag, and then you put it next to the bin. Thank you everyone for tuning in today. We're going to wrap up the program right now. As I mentioned earlier, tune in every Sunday from 3 p.m. Next week, we're going to have the fire chief. He will be on the program and relate to you the strategies that the Guyana Fire Service will be implementing to help better serve you. So tune in next week for an exclusive interview by the fire chief from the Guyana Fire Service. So again, enjoy the persons that are going on the seawall or might be going and hang out with their loved ones and so on. Please do so. Drink responsibly. Ensure when you're on the road, you look out for persons that are not looking out for you. And again, smash the like button, smash the share button, and let everyone get to hear the message. And you guys could look forward every Sundays for me to update you on issues that occur during the week. Again, good afternoon to everyone who is tuning in to the program. Thank you for being here. and I'm looking forward for you to share. Again, enjoy the remainder of your Sunday. Looking forward to seeing you guys and more next week Sunday. So from your goodbye, yours truly. Enjoy the remainder of your Sunday and enjoy the remainder of your week. Have a safe week.
The mountains hear this tune. Take it cool.
We are one Guyana, a place of peace, a place of love.